Today I'm working on a Stihl BG86 handheld blower. This is being used commercially, has thousands of runtime hours on it probably. It's got fuel leaking out of the exhaust. I'm gonna show you how to take it apart and fix that scenario. Okay, a quick test run of our little friend here. No power and of course just spewing fuel right out of the muffler. That's a very unhappy spark arrestor, so let's clean it. Like brand new. Be careful when you're working with a spark arrestor that you've just put a blowtorch on and turned glowing red hot, because they are hot. A 5/8 spark plug socket works really well on these. I'll speed up the disassembly process. There are 4 screws to remove from the handle. Air cleaner assembly comes off. 3 screws for the front cover. It helps if you lift this boot up out of the way. 2 8mm nuts. You can finesse the throttle linkage off and unhook it from the carburetor. You don't need to take off the throttle trigger and the on-off assembly. 2 fuel hoses at the carburetor, and the carburetor comes off. You'll find the vent located in that little tower right there. Go underneath it with a screwdriver and take a second screwdriver and pry up. I put some Kroil around the outside of it to get that rubber O-ring to release. So here's the vent assembly removed. It came out in 2 pieces. This cover lid just snaps on, so that popped up first, and you can see the mark here where I had the screwdriver in underneath it. You're attempting to release that O-ring right there, which is going to be stuck into the housing. It's got check valves in it. Air flows through it into the fuel tank. What's getting plugged is this media paper that's right here on the underside of it. I can blow through this section and suck through this section with my mouth, and this portion works fine. There is a piece of foam, I'll show that to you, that gets clogged. So you can see that starts to get a bunch of dirt in it through the little portholes here. So you get some partial clogging there. And then it's what's going on with this being saturated that blocks. I can't blow through this in either direction at all. So let's take this media out. I have a piece of paper and another foam plug, which is clean, and then just this diaphragm, which we can see that's open, so no problem moving air through that. And because this foam is clean, I don't think that's the problem. So I think this media paper is getting clogged, and then no airflow can get through it. Maybe over time the repeated wetting of the fuel and oil winds up clogging this. So I've put the foam back in it, and I will blow and suck through it so you can hear that the foam does actually work and the little port works. So that's blowing into the fuel tank, so that's working in the correct direction. So let's snap the media back into it and see what happens. Now it's somewhat blocked. So I cleaned the media with some carburetor cleaner and took my box cutter knife and cut just a little cross in it. Didn't really open it up, but just those two lines. And now if I blow through it, it's got great air movement. So that should take care of this issue of a carburetor that is always pressurized and pumping fuel through the cylinder, flooding the motor and out the exhaust. To put it back in, I'm going to put a little tri-flow on it. And it'll snap down in place like that. I'll start reassembly with the carburetor base gasket. The return fuel hose, the supply fuel hose, next is the gasket between the carburetor and the air filter housing. Next is the throttle linkage. We have this little hooked end that hooks in to the throttle lever on the side of the carburetor, goes under this pin, goes under this flat spot. Bring the throttle trigger down and it just sets in place like that. This ignition on-off will be sort of spring-loaded because the metal strap on the back wants to push it out. So push it in. You'll notice how these overlap right here. So that's how that should be. I always take a little coil and the on-off switch in the back here. Give that a blast, and a blast of compressed air. I've already done that. Next up is the air filter base. There's a rubber grommet here that goes over the atmospheric vent. And down over the two carburetor studs. And a pair of nuts that take an 8mm socket. handle is next. It'll be kind of spring-loaded because that on-off mechanism wants to push the handle outward. Little function test, make sure that's spring-loaded. Cruise control works. Time for the front cover. There is a rail right there and a matching rail inside the cover. So when those are lined up, the cover will slide right on. You can get your boot on. And the air filter and cover. It took the engine a moment to clear all of that fuel out of the muffler and out of the crankcase, which is why I just held it full throttle and let cylinder head temp come up and let it get cleaned out inside. So with a new carburetor, a fixed fuel vent, and a cleaned spark arrestor, this is ready to go back into service. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you out.